Now, the interesting thing is, none of these observers, among the inertial observers, among this class of observers, there is no preferred observer. There is no one observer in this class of observers who sees Newton's laws as being valid and who are moving with respect to each other at constant velocity. There is no one observer whom you could say is in a state of absolute rest. We think of ourselves on the surface of the Earth as at absolute rest, but of course we now know that the Earth is going around the Sun, and the Sun itself is going around the center of the Milky Way. Okay, so we're not really at rest. We're at rest with respect to something. Okay, and therefore there is no preferred observer. All these inertial observers are completely equivalent to each other. There's just a dictionary which allows you to translate observations from one observer to another. Okay, this is a very profound insight, which says that there is no preferred observer. Okay, so let's summarize what we have learned today. Okay, the summary is that to describe physical laws, you need to make translations between what different observers see, which means that you need to establish a dictionary between different observers. Second, among these observers, there is a class of observers called inertial observers, as opposed to non-inertial observers, who see Newton's laws as being valid. Which means each of these observers sees Newton's laws. They don't experience any pseudo forces. They see the same form of the laws. They see exactly the same form of the laws, but you need to translate between their different ways of describing the same physical system. Okay? The dictionary that we have established is called Galilean relativity. Okay, it's a relativity principle that goes to Galileo. And under this relativity principle, we discovered several words in our dictionary, which allows us to translate between positions, allows us to translate between velocities, accelerations, establishes a two-way correspondence, and times. Okay. And after we make the appropriate dictionary transformation to the physical laws, the physical laws preserve exactly the same form. Okay, with no pseudo forces, no extra things that you need to introduce into the physical law.